Hey guys, Shamar Brown here. Welcome to the Eagle Podcast Night Talks, Season 5, Episode number 39. Now, I know we've been away for a couple weeks now, but like we talked about the last time, that we're gonna be back and on track again. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you guys haven't checked out our recent podcasts, I would highly recommend it because we've been getting a lot of good feedbacks from it. So I guess before you listen to this one, make sure you go check out that one. And again, guys, leave a comment. All right. Now, the title of tonight's episode is called The Butterfly Effect. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. You get what I'm saying? Um, I think it was a few weeks ago, I was listening to a podcast and basically they were talking about it, and I really like the concept, so I wanted to get on here and just expound on it a little bit. You get what I'm saying? All right. Now, before I get into the topic though, I just want to give you guys a snippet of what it is. Just a snippet, a snaps of what it is, right? So the butterfly effect describes a phenomenon in chaos theory whereby a minor change in circumstances can cause a large change in outcome. Now, again, that's the Google terminology, but let's put that in English then, right? Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the compound effect, right? Now, if you guys, that's a next. So I guess you could say it's similar, but it just has a little tweak to it. Now, when it comes down to the compound effect, it's basically doing small changes or small steps, either good or bad. I think I had talked about the book Atomic Habits. And again, if you guys haven't heard about that book, I would highly recommend it. No, again, it's connect. All three of them are connected. Atomic Habits, compound effect, and the butterfly effect. Now, the only difference is obviously the atomic habits. It talks about something different, but in the same thing. The compound effect. Let's say, for instance, money. If you wanna, so say for instance, now in compound effect, it talked about if somebody gave you $1 million today, would you take the $1 million today? Or if somebody says, hey, I'll give you, I think it's $1. I forgot exactly the amount, but I think it's $1. If I give you $1 that doubles every day for 31 days, which one would you take? Now, again, it's a trick question, but at the same time, it shows how people think. Now, most people would say, "Give me the million," right? But again, I'm a very skeptical guy. So when I heard the question, I'm like, "Why?" So when I looked at it, it says, if you take the million today, great, you get the million today. But, and again, I forgot, don't hold me to it. You could look it up, the compound effect question, right? I think if you type that in, it should pop up. But if you take the dollar that doubles every day for 31 days, I think you're gonna get like I think it's 5 point something $1 million. I think, and again, don't hold me to it because it's been a good while since I read that book. But the catch to it is to do that. You get what I'm saying? Is to take the dollar to take that one, which is option two. Take the dollar that doubles every day. But again, I forgot if it was $1 or how much it was. But I know it's a little bit of money, and most people get tricked by that. Now let's connect it to the butterfly effect now. Now, in my perspective of it, is I'm sure you guys are familiar with butterflies, right? Now, if you look what the caterpillar does, and again, I'll give you guys a quick story. Now, growing up in Jamaica, I'm sure caterpillars are everywhere, but growing up in Jamaica, I used to live in like the country areas, right, or the rural areas, and I would see caterpillars a lot. You get what I'm saying? I even have a story of one of my godmom's mom, putting a caterpillar on me, and I'm like, why did you do that? Because it was inappropriate where she put it, right? But again, it was just for a joke. I was a little kid at the time, and she had a good laugh at it. You get what I'm saying, right? But caterpillars are very a lot in Jamaica, and I didn't quite fully understand like how a caterpillar becomes a butterfly until long after the fact, right? Now, if you look at it, I forgot exactly like what's the time period, like how long it takes, like from there a baby caterpillar to a big caterpillar. I forgot like the duration, but I do know that the caterpillar it goes into it eats a lot, right? Because during that time it starts to eat, right? And then it starts to make the cocoon. I don't know if you guys remember that Teen Tiny episode when Starfire she had I think it was she was basically maturing. You get what I'm saying? I think she was maturing. Something was going on, and she had this big old pimple, right? And then this big old spider thing put her into a cocoon. And basically, what the cocoon did is that it made her pure again. Now, how is that connected to the butterfly? Yes, the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, but again, remember, it eats, right? And it slowly starts to, I think, it comes from its body or it comes from what it eats, right? So it starts to build the cocoon, and obviously, when it builds the cocoon, after a little while, and again, you guys know the story, it slowly starts to break out, right? Now, what's the point? What's the point, Shamar? Right now, you are going through that phase. Literally, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today, and obviously, she's in school, she's doing her thing, sharp young lady, right? And basically, she was saying that there's a lot going on in her life. Now, when she said that to me, I was thinking like, that's exactly what it is. She's going through that cocoon phase, right? Now, you yourself, you're going through that cocoon phase. Now, again, let's look at the Google translation of the butterfly effect again, right? Now, it says the butterfly effect describes a phenomenon in chaos theory whereby minor change in circumstances can cause a large change in outcome, right? Now, again, it says chaos. And again, you're going through what you're going through right now, right? You're going through life, you're going through marriage, you're going through relationships, you're going through your job, whatever is going on. Because again, everybody has problems. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with an ex friend of mine, and I was like, yo, if you don't want to have problems, the only people that don't have problems is dead people. So if you're going through problems right now, if you're going through situations right now, great, that means you're alive, right? Now, the catch with the butterfly effect is that you could either make it negative or you could make it positive, because again, that's what it says. By making some minor changes in the circumstances can make a large change in the outcome. Now, let me see if I can use a next illustration. Now, let's say, for instance, that there's two guys, right? Both of them, they want to lose weight, right? One of them, obviously, he goes to the gym, and one of them, thinks about going to the gym, and that's me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that's me. I'm that guy. I think about going to the gym, right? But again, I'm gonna get on it, right? So don't judge me, right? Now, again, one goes and one thinks about going. Now, if you look at it, if one day decide not to go, it won't make a difference. But after 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, it's going to make a big difference. You're going to see a difference. Because I think they said it takes 21 days to make a habit, either good or bad. But the guy that goes to the gym for 30 days straight, and who knows, he might miss a day or whatever, but 30 days straight, obviously he'll look more healthier, look more better, and probably have a better health than the guy that doesn't go to the gym, right? Now, again, that's what it is. By doing some small things, just to make that switch. Because again, it's easy to give into that. Like, you know what? I don't want to go today, right? But when you're like, you know what? I don't want to go, but I will go no matter what. And when you're able to make those decisions, you'll reap a lot more rewards in life. Now, again, let's bring it back to the butterfly effect now. Now, again, you could either use the butterfly effect for negative, which basically you're going through life and you succumb to it, right? Where, you know what, it is what it is. One of my mentors, we were having a guys get together, and he was telling us that if we decide to do bad, like so much doors will open up for us. And I'm telling you guys right now, because of course you're listening to this podcast right now, so of course, you know, you're I can judge by that you're sharp, and even if you don't listen to the episode, this podcast is fine. But I know for a fact that for you to take the time to listen to this podcast, right, there is something unique about you. You're different from everybody else. You get what I'm saying, right? And again, there's no shame on them, but again, you're a lot more in tune to pursuing things, right? Now, again, I forgot the point I was making, but the guys, right? We were having a guy get together, right? And he said that if we want to do bad, it's so easy. Like, it's so easy. And then there's going to be so much opportunities to do bad. And it's so crazy, right? Like, if me and you decide to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to stop pursuing my dreams. I'm going to stop pursuing my future, my goals, and all that stuff. Like, so much things, you know. Somebody call it, hey, let's go party. Somebody call it, let's go drink. Somebody call it, let's go do this. Let's go sleep around. Let's go. There's so much thing. But you see, once you make the decision to do good and to do the right thing, it's like a bunch of problems, a bunch of issues, a bunch of challenges start coming up. But when you're able to stick to it and you're able to make those small tweaks, right? You're able to make those small tweaks, minor, small, mini, but when you look back, you'll see that those small decisions, those small, you know what, let me not do that, or hey, let me do that, is going to make a big change in your future. Now, again, I just came on here for a few minutes to talk to you guys, just to encourage you guys to, yes, even though those changes, they're small, they're minute, do it. Do it. Do it. Keep doing it. Because again, to do bad, it's so easy. But to do good is so hard. So if you're going through a hard time, if you're dealing with a lot of things right now, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. So just keep doing the right thing. Just keep doing it, right? And like I said to you guys before, get a community. I'm in the process of building a community, right, where we could come and we could share and we could network and all that good stuff. But again, baby steps. You get what I'm saying? Right now, we're in the process of continuing building our Eagle Podcast Night Talks episodes community. And again, like I said, our goal is to be able to impact 100 people's life this year. And again, we can't do it without you. You get what I'm saying? Right? So again, if this episode added any value, send it to a friend, leave a comment, just something, whatever it is that might stood out to you from this episode. All right? But again, back to my point. So like I said, the reason why you're going through what you're going through right now is because you're doing the right thing. So keep doing the right thing. And before I end the episode, I did want to recommend a next book to you. But before I tell you the name of the book, I want to tell you about something that stood out to me from the book. And it was like a confirmation, because when the episode came to me, the title of the episode came to me, I'm like, great, let me put it down. But when I finished reading this book today, the part that I'm about to read to you, it basically affirmed the title of the episode, which is the butterfly effect, right? And again, what is the butterfly effect? Let me bring it up one more time, so you know, so you at least have an understanding, or you could crystallize an understanding. So again, the butterfly effect describes a phenomenon in chaos theory whereby a minor change in circumstances can cause a large change in outcome. All right? But yeah, now again, so this is what stood out to me from this book. And again, I'll tell you the name of it in a minute, but I just wanted to share this with you. So it says, build a life worth living. Now, of course, it said a lot of words, but I just wanted to share that part. Build a life worth living. And it went on to share some perspective on how to do that. All right? Now it says, learn to help people with their lives, not just their jobs. Learn to help others with what matters. touch people with a book, a poem. Touch people with some encouraging words. Don't fail to listen. Help people start their goals. Help them with their dreams. Help them see what the future can be. Help them through their errors and mistakes. Take your role as a parent seriously. Be a parent. Being a parent is the most important role you have. Help your kids with their lives, not just their homework. Help your kids grow into happy, productive, and bright adults. Develop good communication, set goals, and strive to achieve each one. Appreciate and share your gifts and talents and skills. Now, this really stood out to me. I really like it. But while I was reading it, something else stood out to me that based on what the author said, majority of the things on the list was focused on other people. Now, I know I had made an episode a few months back where I talked about where when you decide to help other people, because again, an ex friend of mine, they had asked me, okay, Shamar, why do you want to help me? And I told them that the reason why I want to help you is because that's what I was made for. Like, God put us on this earth. And again, if you don't believe in God, if you believe in the universe or whatever you believe in, great. But I believe in God. I know I didn't come from a monkey. You get what I'm saying? Right? So yeah, God made me here. God put me here to help people. And if you come in my pathway, I'm going to help you. If I can, I'll do what I can to help you. Now, that's what I realized from this long list of stuff that the guy said. It's mainly geared towards helping people because, again, you get fulfillment when you help people. That's one thing I've noticed because, like how people, even though when somebody gives a charity donation or whatever, they get more benefit from giving or they feel good about themselves. You get what I'm saying? From giving rather than the gift itself. You get what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. So why not? And that's why I wanted to share with you guys that why not do those things? Why not? Again, I know you're going through your thing. I know you're dealing with your thing, but while you're dealing with your thing, help somebody. Help somebody. Because again, that's what we're here for. If you didn't know it, that's what we're here for. There's this next book. I forget, the name of it is not ringing on my top of my head right now, but in the book, the guy said one of the best ways to give your life purpose, it's in the service of others. And again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this podcast right now. It's not just for me. It's for me to share what I'm learning and to share my perspective, right? And to see how this information can help you. Because I have the information, it helped me, it changed my life. Why should I be selfish? Why not share with you? So again, it's the same thing with you. Whatever your knowledge is, whatever your expertise is, help somebody. All right? But again, guys, before I wrap up, the title of the book now, I don't know if you want to write it down, but I would recommend it. How to Have Your Best Year Ever. Now, again, the author, by the way, is Jim Rohn. Amazing guy. If you ever see any of his videos, literally he talks or he writes, so that's one of the reasons why I was able to finish his book so fast, because I love his energy, But again, guys, before I wrap up, and again, even though the book says the best year ever, I know you might say, okay, Shamar, but we're in July. Yeah, still get the book. Still get the book. You could start this year. You don't have to wait till next year to start. You could get the book this month, next month, and you could start having the best year. You get what I'm saying? Because again, it's a fantastic book and it shared a lot of insights. You get what I'm saying? But yeah. But again, Eagle Podcast, guys. Thank you for joining the community. Thank you so much for taking the time out to, listen to this episode. It really makes a difference. You get what I'm saying? All right. And like I said, if anything stood out to you from this episode, send it to 5 friends. You get what I'm saying? Leave a comment, right? Follow the episode. Again, we're on Spotify and we're also on Apple Podcasts as well. All right. And again, guys, Shamar Brown here, logging off. Boom.